My name is Dr. Layo Adeniyi. I'm the author of MKO Abiola, Symbol of Democracy. And the book discusses about MKO Abiola, who we all know exactly what happened to him about 27 years ago exactly. We will all recall that he was the first and the only person who had ever won an election in Nigeria that is not in any way controversial. And it will also be recalled that despite his victory, he was denied the opportunity to serve Nigerians, give them a better life as he promised in his Hope 93 campaign. We are also aware that along the line, after his Petedo declaration, he was arrested and detained. And while he was in detention, he lost his wife, Kudirat. Gunned down by, of course, the military that was in power then. Since then, Nigeria had not been the same. Even though we got into democracy back, that gap is still very much there. And I felt it's very important that we tell the world what happened and how it happened and what are the historical facts behind it. Good enough, when I was working on the book, the man who annulled the election, General Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida, came out with his book revealing the secret behind the annulment. But I want to maintain that that is Ibrahim Babangida's version of the story. Unfortunately, of course, Abiola is not alive to tell us his own part of the story. But I want to tell you that those of us who happen to be victims of that struggle, particularly those of us whom I will call the graduates of Alagbo University of Adversity, where we cooled our legs for over 2 years, hoping that one day Abiola would get back his mandate. But unfortunately, he couldn't get it. So that's why I decided to write the book and tell the story exactly as it is, what Nadeko did, what Kudirat did, what the Nigerians in the diaspora did, and what other Nigerians here did to ensure that he got his mandate. But unfortunately, he was denied. So the book is all about Abiola. Though I traced his root, his background, I talk about his, business growth. I also talk about his beginning in politics, which started from NCNC. And above it all, his sojourn in the MPN before the last dispensation. But the most important thing why I think it was very necessary to tell the story is no election in Nigeria had ever been so free and fair. No election. And it's more important for somebody like me to tell the story because Chief Obafemi Awolowo was a Yoruba man. And he tried as much as possible to contribute his own quota to the development of Nigeria through the ballot. He never had the opportunity. But he was denied by the powers that be. Now, I am writing this book now to warn Nigerians, to warn the powers that be that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is a continuation of Awolowo, and it's also a continuation of Abiola. So, there should be no denial of any opportunity for him. So, that Nigerians will know precisely what goes on in the corridor of political chess game. That's what the book is all about. But when I wrote the book, I didn't have the intention of bringing it to the public. But then when my brother saw the manuscript, he insisted, my brother Leko Abiola, when he saw the manuscript, he insisted that, Egba, this book must be launched publicly so that Nigerians will have access to it. They will know exactly what the story is like, apart from what they have been hearing and what they've been reading in the newspapers. That's why we are here. Thank you.
Title of the book, MKO Abiola, Symbol of Democracy, dedicated to the memory of my mother, Alhaja Kudrat Abiola. My first reaction was to wonder what is left to be said about my father and Nigerian democracy that is not already well known. But when I read the manuscript and I saw how it traced my father's background and his journey to the pinnacle of African leadership, I saw the need to read more, and I felt it was very important for Nigerians to have access to this resource. While many saw MKO Abiola with the eye of a politician who wanted to rule Nigeria, Dr. Adeniyi unveils many unknown factors that made my father's mission an unachievable goal. His book about my father revealed that the annulment was done before the election even took place, based on the principles that power is to be held only by the North and the North alone. What amazed me about the book is Dr. Layo Adeniyi's analysis, and that focused a possible gang-up against President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's second term bid, which echoes more from the North than any other part of Nigeria. Of particular interest is Dr. Adeniyi's catalogue of the foremost pro-democracy activists, many of them dead and some still alive, whose roles were identified in the book. The June 12 struggle is not a struggle of just the Abiola family alone. Many other people also gave their lives and their wealth, and there was many people spent years in detention. So this is just not an Abiola family struggle. It's a southern Nigerian struggle, south-south Nigerian struggle, southeast Nigerian struggle, and also a northern Nigerian struggle, because we have many supporters in the north of Nigeria who wanted to see the power go around all the different zones. Now we've had Jonathan from the south has become president. We've had Obasanjo from Abeokuta. We've now had President Tinubu. So we have seen that the struggle has succeeded. Now all Nigerians have a right, and all Nigerians can attain the pinnacle of power in Nigeria. After reading the book, I insisted that it must be publicly launched for the benefit of the general public and those who are thirsty for knowledge about how Nigerian politics has reached where we are today. Next week or next month, July 7th, which will be 27 years that my father died. 27 years that we've lost MKO Abiola. And it's been very painful for everybody, especially in the family. So we're going to launch this book, and we hope that please as many Nigerians can come. It's a wonderfully written book, full of footnotes, very objective and very precise. And we also have Chief Olusegun Oshoba, the former governor of Ogun State, as to be the father of the day. And also we are hoping to see the governor of Lagos State and governor of Ogun State current. Thank you very much.